In a world where every bet could cost you everything, two professional gamblers, Crab Chan and Sam Law, find themselves trapped in a high-stakes game of survival. From the thrill of the casino to deadly betrayals, their bond is pushed to the limit. But when an unexpected betrayal and a life-altering gamble threaten everything they hold dear, loyalty becomes a luxury neither can afford. With danger closing in from all sides, the true cost of their actions begins to unfold, and it's more than either of them ever imagined. Before we jump in, hit like and subscribe to keep these recaps coming. Alright, let's get into it. The story follows two professional gamblers and best friends, Crab Chan and Sam Law. Sam is more cautious, strategic, and calculating, always thinking several steps ahead. He understands the risks and tries to steer clear of unnecessary danger. Crab, however, is sly, more tricky, and daring. Never afraid to push the boundaries and take risks, traits that frequently land him in trouble. After a gambling mistake, he's sent to prison, but it changes nothing. Upon serving his sentence, he walks straight back into the gambling world. Unchanged. Still the same obsessed, cunning gambler. While at a casino, Sam mentions that his friend Lung, who manages a large casino in Lake Tahoe, USA, has invited him to help to uncover a trick used by two Japanese Yakuza gamblers, Kung and his son Taro, to win consistently. Crab, excited by the challenge, eagerly agrees to go, even if it means doing so unprepared. The next day, Crab and Sam board the first flight to the USA. During the flight, Sam flips through a business magazine, while Crab scoffs at it, seeing it as a waste of time. He's no businessman, but Sam assures him that they won't be gamblers forever, something Crab can't yet see beyond. Upon arriving in Lake Tahoe, they meet with Lung, who wastes no time sharing the issue at hand. Over the past week, he's lost more than $60 million to Kung and Taro. Lung suspects that the players they gamble with are part of a larger team. After reviewing CCTV footage, nothing stands out. The only option is to sit at the table and watch firsthand. While Sam joins the game to observe, Crab stays in the camera room, monitoring the footage for anything out of the ordinary. At the end of the round, neither Sam nor Crab notices anything suspicious. However, a moment later, it hits Crab. When Lung's assistant serves him coffee, he catches his reflection in her watch. In an instant, he pieces it together. During the card shuffle, the server uses the watch to reflect the cards, allowing her partner to read them and communicate the sequence through a secret visual code. Lung's suspicions are confirmed. Kung and Taro operate with a team, though they always arrive separately, pretending not to know each other. Lung is pleased to finally have their secret exposed. Meanwhile, Sam and Crab feel a sense of pride, having cracked the case. While exploring the town, Crab crosses paths with a stunning, sophisticated woman named Koyan Tong. Intrigued, they decide to gamble at the casino in their hotel. There, Crab spots Koyan again at the table and helps her win a round. On her way out, Sam sees her, captivated by her beauty. When he asks about her, he learns she's rich. Curious, the two track her movements and watch as an American man escorts her to her room. The two friends approach him, demanding to know what he's doing with her. Sam claims she's his wife. The young man insists nothing is going on. He's simply keeping her company. After they scare him away, they laugh, mocking him for falling their sham. It turns out that Koyan is a wealthy heiress from Hong Kong, vacationing in Lake Tahoe. Each day, she requests a different man to escort her, but he must be attractive. Sam eagerly applies for the role. The next day, seeking adventure, Koyan opts for a motorcycle ride. What starts as fun quickly turns into terror as Sam speeds recklessly. They arrive at an underground bar where Sam walks in without a care, leaving Koyan standing outside. She watches the hardened crowd around and wonders why he would bring her to such a place. Sam, oblivious, doesn't even acknowledge her concern. She calls him out, telling him he's no gentleman. Displeased by his indifference, Koyan decides to report him to the agency. On her way, a huge man harasses her, and Sam steps in to defend her. A brutal fight erupts between him and a group of thugs. However, Koyan quickly discovers it's all a prank, just a surprise for her birthday. Back at the hotel, Koyan hesitates before entering her room. She asks Sam for his room number, which he coolly provides. Over time, a genuine friendship forms between Sam, Koyan, and Crab. They begin spending more time together, playing cards and enjoying Lake Tahoe. When Koyan learns about Sam and Crab's careers as professional gamblers, she doesn't judge them. Instead, she appreciates Sam's honesty. As the trio prepares to return to Hong Kong, Lung bids them farewell and presents Sam with a check, a reward for saving their company. Sam and Crab return to their usual routine, gambling with each other and others. After Sam beats Crab in a snooker game, Crab refuses to play any further. While Sam continues playing, Crab steps out to grab a drink. Inside a shop, the attendant asks for some cash, and Crab slips him a few notes. The boy warns him that members of a triad are looking for Sam, but Crab brushes it off, telling him to stop talking nonsense. Moments later, a group of thugs enters the casino. Crab recognizes the danger instantly. He tries calling Sam to warn him, but the phone won't connect. Panicked, he races toward the casino. By the time he arrives, the thugs have found Sam and are attacking him. Sam fights back, but they overpower him. In the chaos, Crab arrives just in time to save Sam from being beaten to death. But in the process, Crab takes a deep cut to his left hand. Kung, the leader of the triad, had been seeking revenge. Furious that Sam exposed their operations in the US, he holds Sam responsible for exposing their antics. 6 of Kung's men were killed as a result, and now Kung plans to exact his vengeance. At the hospital, Koyan, Sam, and Crab's girlfriend, Bobo, receive the devastating news. Crab's left arm is severely damaged, the nerves irreparably broken. Though the doctors did their best to repair it, the arm will never function properly again. It will heal, but only slowly, and never to its full capacity. Later, Koyan takes Sam to meet her father, Mr. Tong. There, Sam runs into Kung and Taro, disguised as legitimate businessmen, seeking a loan from the Tong family. Knowing Sam is aware of their schemes and that he understands their plan is to defraud Mr. Tong, Kung confronts him. He offers Sam a deal. If Sam keeps quiet, Kung will forget their grudge and even offer him a cut of the money Sam refuses. He tells Kung to withdraw the loan application and leave, or he will expose their plan. Later that day, Kung's men ambush Sam, intending to kill him before he can ruin their scheme. Sam barely survives the attack. Mr. Tong visits Sam in the hospital, revealing that Kung has canceled the loan request. After conducting his own background check, Mr. Tong discovered that Kung and Taro were not who they claimed to be. He also uncovered Sam's role in getting them to withdraw the loan. As a token of gratitude for his honesty and for winning his daughter's heart despite his career as a gambler, Mr. Tong offers Sam a job in his company. On the condition that Sam abandons gambling and crime, Sam agrees, promising to leave his old life behind. Meanwhile, Crab struggles with the reality of his ruined hand. He can no longer gamble, unable to perform the tricks that once earned him money. Bobo tries to lift his spirits, reassuring him that his hand will heal. The two later attend Sam and Koyan's engagement party. At the party, Crab presents Sam with a gambling box, a symbol of their long-standing dedication and success in the gambling world. Mr. Tong catches a glimpse of the gift and tries to pull Sam away to meet their guest, but Sam asks for a few more minutes. Sam and Crab discuss their future. Crab realizes that Sam now works for Mr. Tong. Sam even suggests Crab join him, but Crab knows it's impossible. He can neither read nor write. Learning that Sam works for Mr. Tong leaves Crab feeling betrayed and hurt. To make it worse, Koyan's father's disapproving gaze makes Crab feel small and inadequate. Unable to bear it, he leaves the party with Bobo. Crab, spiraling into depression, goes out, gambling and drinking recklessly. While intoxicated on the streets, the boy from the shop finds him and helps him up. The boy tells him about a secret underground casino, a place where he can still play and win. The next day, Crab visits the underground casino and discovers it's owned by Taro. Taro challenges him to a high-stakes game, wagering 3 million Hong Kong dollars. Desperate for money, Crab decides to visit Sam and beg for his help in one last gamble. If he wins, he'll start a business and quit gambling for good. Sam, however, refuses to get involved in gambling again. Crab pleads, but Sam remains firm. He warns Crab about the Japanese. Kung's men are dangerous and will never let him go, even if he wins fair and square. Crab, frustrated, tries to emotionally manipulate Sam, blaming him for the loss of his hand and his ability to gamble. Sam offers Crab money to start a business, but Crab refuses. He wants the thrill of one last gamble. Seeing he can't sway Sam, Crab decides to play the game his way, with Bobo's help. During the game, the police raid the casino. In the chaos, Crab grabs the suitcase containing Taro's money and hurls it out the window where Bobo is waiting to pick it. When the police open Crab's suitcase, they find it filled with counterfeit bills. Taro realizes too late that Crab has tricked him. His entire operation was a setup. In retaliation, Taro kidnaps Koyan and sends a message to Crab. When Crab calls Sam, he learns that Sam is away on business in Australia with his father-in-law. This leaves Crab and Bobo in a desperate situation. They're already packed to leave for Brazil the next morning. Bobo begs Crab not to go, fearing he may never return. But Crab, consumed by guilt, can't abandon his friend's wife, caught in the mess he's created. He urges her to go ahead without him, promising he'll join her later. But Bobo refuses to leave without him. Meanwhile, Taro begins to take advantage of Koyan. When she refuses his advances, his anger erupts. He violently assaults her, pushing her further into a helpless situation. Crab arrives at the location, demanding they release Koyan as agreed. Taro coldly tells him that was the initial plan, but after sleeping with her, his mind has changed. Fury surges through Crab as he lunges at Taro, but his men restrain him. Just then, Bobo bursts in, shooting the men holding Crab back and tossing him the gun. Crab fights back, taking down most of Taro's men. But when he tries to shoot Taro, his gun runs dry. At that moment, Kung appears with more armed men. Crab, bitter and exhausted, tells Taro that he's lucky his hand is damaged, or he would already be dead. Taro kicks Crab to the ground, grabs a gun, and without hesitation, shoots Bobo, leaving Crab devastated. Kung gives Crab a condition to walk out alive with Koyan. He must choose between 3 glasses of wine, 2 of which are poisoned. If Crab survives, he can leave with Koyan. Crab selects a glass and drinks. The minutes pass in tense silence. When nothing happens, Crab scoffs. Hell doesn't want him yet. Kung, convinced Crab got lucky, allows them to leave. Taro objects, but Kung slaps him, reminding him that as Japanese, no matter what happens, they must honor their end of the deal. But Crab, ever cunning, was playing the game. He had actually chosen one of the poisoned glasses. As they walk to the car, blood pours from his nose and mouth, but he stays strong, urging Koyan to keep moving, to not let him fall. If he dies here, they will seize her again, and his death will be meaningless. Finally, they reach the car. With his last strength, Crab slumps into the back seat beside Bobo's lifeless body. He apologizes for failing to take her to Brazil as promised, and with that, he succumbs to the poison. Sam is shattered by Crab's death, consumed with rage and a thirst for vengeance. He turns to Lung for help. Lung reaches out to his contacts, and together with other casino owners in America, they agree to take action. The Americans strike, killing the Japanese and destroying their casinos, escalating into a full-blown war. In a bid to end the conflict, Kung proposes a final showdown, a poker game with Taro representing Japan and Sam representing America. If they lose, the Americans will leave and never return. If they win, the Japanese will accept whatever they request. Kung sets the stakes at a minimum of $5 million. Sam agrees to the terms. Desperate for the funds, Sam turns to his father-in-law, but he refuses, reminding him that he promised to leave gambling behind. Sam is furious, feeling that his father-in-law doesn't understand the bond of brotherhood. With no other options, Sam begins auctioning off his possessions, but the funds fall short, leaving him frustrated. Just as hope begins to fade, Koyan steps in, offering the money needed for the game. Crab was her friend too, and she wants vengeance just as much. The next day, Sam and Koyan arrive at the casino, and after a rigorous process, the game begins. At first, it seems Sam is losing. Koyan supports him with a portfolio of assets worth $1 billion. During a break, Lung's auditor confirms the assets, adding tension to the already high stakes. In the bathroom, Sam is ambushed and shot by a hitman. Gravely wounded, He insists that Koyan take his place for the final bet. He assures her that he's confident of winning the last hand and instructs her to wager his remaining stake, including her $1 billion asset. Knowing Kung can't match it, he tells her to ask him to bet Taro's right arm and leg as compensation. Koyan, though terrified, follows Sam's instructions. Taro furiously objects, but to his shock, Kung agrees. If Koyan adds her right hand to the stakes, convinced he will win. Reluctantly, Koyan agrees, hiding her fear behind a calm and confident facade. After revealing his final hand, Kung gloats, imagining Koyan as a one-armed woman, but when Koyan flips her last card, she wins. The room falls silent, and Kung's confidence crumbles. The realization that his father will keep his word crashes down on him. In an impulse, Taro draws his gun and, without a second thought, shoots his father and some of his men dead. In an act of fairness, the Americans shoot Taro in his right arm and leg to stop him. However, his father's partner and friend, furious at his action, shoot him dead. In the aftermath, Koyan arrives at the hospital to see Sam. As she approaches his room, she overhears a conversation between Sam and another man. Slowly, the truth sinks in. Sam orchestrated the attack in the bathroom. He had known all along that Kung would agree to the bet involving Taro's arm and leg, and that Taro, desperate to avoid the loss, would rather kill his father than sacrifice his limbs. Sam admits he never intends for Koyan to learn the truth, vowing to keep it to himself forever. Shocked and hurt, Koyan removes her engagement ring, places it on the belt course on the wall, and walks away. If you enjoyed this wild ride of loyalty, betrayal, and deadly high-stakes gambling, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more epic Asian movie recaps. Drop a comment and tell me which film you want next, and I'll make it happen. Thanks for watching. See you in the next recap.